Hello, my name is Marcia Johnson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And together with my grand nieces and nephew, Allie, Ashley, and Ryan, we are Marcia's Crafts. Today we're going to show you a quick and easy project. I realized that I had bought pretty much everything in the Santa's Workshop suite and I had not used any of it yet. So we're going to do two very quick cards today. Most of the work's already been done. And if you're like me and have this beautiful set and have not used it, maybe this will give you some ideas for some quick and easy cards. Okay, we will need 3 stamp sets. This one, Signs of Santa. You could use the Santa or any of these to color and cut out. I'm using the DSP, but I'm also going to use this sentiment, wishing you everything on your list and more. And I'm going to use this little stamp for my envelope. I'm using Mistletoe Season, but all I'm using out of that is the Merry Christmas, so you could use any Merry Christmas. And I'm using the Timeless Tidings, again, just for sentiments, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So you could use, you know, any stamp sets for that. Okay, next thing is the dies, and I do have the Santa Signpost Framelits. I did not use them, but you can use them to cut out your Santa and some elves and a few other things. I just fussy cut them. It was pretty easy. I also used the stitched shape framelits. I used the second from the smallest stitch circle. And I used the rectangular stitched framelits, and I used the third from the largest rectangle. For a stamp pad, all I used was Memento Tuxedo black ink. I also, for cardstock, Poppy Parade, 2 pieces, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Garden Green, I have 1 piece that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and one that's 5 1/4 by 4. This is for 2 cards. One piece that is about 4 by 5, and I cut the rectangle out of that. And then 1 piece that is 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. The other color we need is Whisper White, and I needed 2 at 3 3/4 by 5, and 1 piece that was like 2 by 2. I cut the circle out of that, and 1 piece that is 3/4 by 3 1/2 for the other sentiment. Okay, the other thing you will need is the Santa's Workshop DSP. I actually used this one to cut out my Santa, and I cut out these presents for the one card, and then for the other card I cut out these cute little elves, and on the inside I cut out Santa in his little little chair. So all I needed was I used the this Candy Stripe DSP, which is flocked. It's very nice. I took a 4 by 12 slice, and I did this one at 5 1/4 by 4, and this one is 5 by 2. Other things you'll need is some Poppy Parade ribbon. I have a piece that's about 4 inches and another piece that's about 6 inches, which I just dropped. Okay, then we'll need 2 Whisper White envelopes, some SNAIL Adhesive, some Stampin Dimensionals, mini glue dots, Big Shot trimmer, paper snips, bone folder, and a few Stampin'Blends. I just used these colors here. Some Poppy Parade, some Garden Green. Oh, this is a Mango Melody and Bermuda Bay. Okay, let's get started. We'll do the card with the Santa on it first. Yeah, the largest of your green, the larger of your green pieces, I believe. It's this one. Looks like I didn't quite cut that one right. Let's see, what should it be? 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So let me, okay. And then for the inside, we're gonna need one of the white ones, and I have already put my sentiment in. I put the and more and a Merry Christmas. That'll go on the inside here. So let's go ahead and glue those down. It's gonna be very quick today because I already did all my stamping and everything because I want it to be fast. Okay, then on the front, we're going to take the piece of Candy Cane DSP. This also has a very narrow border. Then we're going to take our stitch shape rectangle, and I fussy cut out the Santa from the DSP. I'm going to take some glue and put him on the front, down towards the bottom left. And then with that little 2x2 white piece of paper, I cut this out with the layering circles and stitch circles, and put wishing you everything on your list, and we will just put that down on the front in the upper right corner. And then I turned this over and added some dimensionals and put this towards the top in the middle. Then I took the small piece of Poppy Parade ribbon and tied a knot in it, and then cut off the tails at an angle and used some glue dots to attach it to the front of the card. Attached it at the bottom in the middle. And then on the inside, I added these little presents from the DSP. And that completes the first card. For the second card, take the card base. I'm going to take the slightly smaller green piece. Should be 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll attach that. Oh wait, no, first we're going to attach the 2 by 5 piece of candy cane paper. Okay, and then we're going to wrap the ribbon around it. I just put some snail on the ribbon. And I wrap it pretty much on top of the Candy Cane DSP. Now we can attach this to the front of our card, also using snail. Okay. We can add our inside, which says, "And a Happy New Year." Okay, to the front of this card, I'm going to add the little elves with glue. Then we're going to take our sentiment, Merry Christmas, and add it to the green layer. We're going to put this on some dimensionals and center it on the top. Okay, then to complete our inside, I cut out the little Santa in his chair Now we're going to glue that down. And that completes the second card. Then to do the envelope, I just stamped the little packages on the front. And because I'm using Stampin'Blends, I put a piece of paper on the inside because it will bleed through just a little bit. And I just colored in the packages. Okay, I did both the envelopes the same. See, it does bleed in there. Okay, so that finishes our little project for the day. Pretty quick, pretty easy, but I think kind of cute. That's from the Santa's Workshop Suite. And you could do a bunch of cards like this. Just cut out all those little images and do what you like with them. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope your holidays are wonderful, and thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products, unfortunately, I think the paper's gone. I think the dies are gone. I think the stamps are still available, and they are very cute. But if you want to purchase anything, please go to marciascrafts.stampinup.net. We would love to have your business, and we'll be seeing you soon, I hope. Thanks again for stopping by.